Hi, Lasita.
Hi, Lasita.
Hi, darling.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about today, so we're all going to be muted. We're all going to listen, and then on Monday's meeting we'll be a little bit, different, because then we'll have certain. We'll be speaking about certain topics that we can do to address our big meeting in the UN, and Shirley will be talking about voting blue. So it's going to be an interesting meeting on Monday. I'm all ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, how are we doing? Doing great.
Yeah, usually I don't come to the Saturday meetings.
Yeah, but you want to hear this one. Let me
But
tell you,
you
this
said
is
you were so
treat.
excited and I didn't want to miss
I'm
out.
always excited. So that's, that's me. I am Miss Excitement. So you're going to like what you hear.
Okay.
And then at the end of the meeting on Monday, before our meeting on Monday, we're going to have a private little talk. Who is that?
John.
Who's John?
Let's wait.
Or maybe that's Will.
Let's see. Hi, John. I guess you're connecting through your phone, through voice, all right?
Hello, hello. Where am I? Where am I?
Oh, is that you, Will?
That is me. I'm looking for my camera.
Leave it to you, Will. Leave it to you to give your name, and I would be confused. I already figured it out. It must be Will. Okay. I love that laugh. Finally, my friend is here. How wonderful.
The sweetest brother.
Oh, yeah. Well, I look at Will, I compare Will to myself. He also does a lot of stuff that he doesn't talk about. And those are the people I like. They don't give themselves credit. Lasita, Will, are you listening, Lasita?
Yeah.
I'm
Will
listening.
does twice as much as I do. Will does twice as much as I do. And he doesn't mention one thing about what he does.
Yeah.
You will tell Lasita the name of your organization, Will.
Oh, it's God's Grace Outreach Ministries. That's me.
God's
One man show.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We're just waiting for Gordon. As soon as Gordon comes, we'll start the meeting. Anybody who isn't ready will listen to the recording.
Okay.
And we're going to mute so people can talk. And so people will give Gordon a chance to talk. And then at the end, as I ask people to speak about what they do, then we'll unmute each individual person.
Okay.
So that's it. Let me just get Asma. And you get Gordon and make sure he's ready.
Sure.
Okay, where's my camera?
Now
Can
you
you
don't
guys-
have the camera?
Can you guys see me?
No.
No, I guess you're joining by voice.
Oh, that's my youngest son's name. I'm like, what is that? Okay, and it doesn't show my picture. He's taking theater, so he uses Zoom all the time. This is like my first time.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why I came up under his name though. I downloaded and updated the stuff on my thing.
It was you. There's no doubt in my mind it was you.
So you can activate the camera if you are on your sounds.
And if you can't, we can just hear your wonderful voice. It doesn't matter.
we wanna see your face.
Sophie,
Yeah, me too. Let me see.
don't start till the toy.
Why is it not showing my face?
Hi, Christine.
And Will knows Lasita. Will knows a lot of famous people.
Oh, hi, Lucita.
I don't know a lot of famous
Neither
people.
do I. He's probably the most famous people I know.
Well, you know, online, that could be actually those people or whoever they designate to handle their Twitter and Facebook accounts and stuff like that. So you never know who you're actually talking to.
I know you. That's enough for me. That's all. Sophie,
Just your smile is
Sophie,
enough. Yeah.
Oh,
contact Gordon, please.
Yeah, I sent him the link. He's coming.
Okay.
It's only
No,
12.
I want to tell him it's starting.
Okay.
What was I going to say to Will? I think it's useful to not be famous. I think there are a lot of advantages.
Oh yeah, people don't bother you.
I so agree. The abundance I can go for, the spotlight I can do without.
Exactly. That's the way I feel.
Sorry,
Call him at home, Sophie.
I did.
Okay, great. I agree with you, Will, because sometimes people ask me for favors. I know nobody. But because of Lynn's kids, they're asking me, can you do this? Can you do that? I said, can you do it for yourself? You know, if I don't know them. But if I know them and I know that they work in the nonprofits and they're working hard, of course I'll do it. It's, you know, it's an important thing.
Yeah, to uplift one another is always important.
Of course it is, to help anybody. The
Yeah,
homeless and the poor are it's my specialty.
yeah.
And women and Saving Souls Women's Network. And we're gonna have, when it comes to the UN, I'm hoping to get some of these women in. So I'm going to have somebody that I counsel come to that meeting. They'll show what Saving Souls does with free counseling. And I think that that's a very important thing. So to see what comes out, and out of Lynn's kids, they'll basically see videos because a lot of those people come from across the sea and I can't fund them to come in.
Yeah.
Vinod will be in. Vinod is my mentor, you know, and he will be in for the meeting, definitely. He's coming from India. He gets enough funding anyway, because he does all these different projects and they want him to do global work. So they send him and he stays with me and you'll meet Vinod anyway.
Okay.
So he is something else. Lucita, I hope that possibly you can you can find a way to get to the meeting.
The UN meeting, will it be on Zoom?
I'm not talking about Zoom. I'm talking about getting to the meeting in person.
No, I'm not going almost.
Okay, fine. Then we will have,
anywhere in
it's
person.
going to be, Tofi's going to go Facebook Live. Tofi's going to do the meeting on Facebook Live. There will be a meeting on Zoom, which you can listen to. Good morning.
Hello, Christine. You're there? Christine is joining.
I've joined. But
Hi,
I'm coming.
Kristen. Look, okay, before the meeting starts, I just have something that I have to tell you. And I will tell everybody when they come. There will be no way to get anybody from another country in because we don't have that kind of funding. But we will go live on Zoom. We'll be on Zoom where people can see it, and Facebook Live. And we'll be showing you the videos that you sent to us. Unless you can get somebody from your country to fund you, because it's going to be a bit. Vinod has somebody from India who is funding him. He's getting himself in. So anybody who can't get themselves in, they can do it. They can speak for a few minutes on Zoom, and we can do it that way. But there's no funding for anybody international, and I couldn't, you know, and I understand because he's doing a lot for us. And what's going to happen at this meeting? We're going to have twice the traction that we would ordinarily have, because we're going to have 300 people, 200 from the UN, and 100 visitors. So it's going to be some kind of meeting. So I'm just waiting for Gordon, and as soon as he comes, I'm starting. And anybody who comes along the way will come. If they don't, they will. Okay, we have somebody here. Oh, great. Unmute him, Topik. Good morning, Gordon.
Good morning, Lynn. How are you?
I'm better than ever, honey. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Well, nothing can stop you.
You tell me about it. We have asthma. Good. We have some people who will be here. We have some people who won't be here. But good morning, my daughter. Good morning, my daughter. Smile like you're awake. It's wonderful. My daughter is from Oman, and Gordon is here with us today. We have to say thank God for this man. He is. I wanted the conference in December, but then when I heard Vinod couldn't come, it didn't make sense. I can't do a conference without Vinod because he's like the star of the show. So this way he wanted Gordon explain that he'll explain to you in 2 minutes that March, Women's History Month, would give Saving Souls Women's Network and Lynn's Kids a much better placement and much better traction. So Gordon, I'm going to start with you, and you can tell me what's going to go on in March.
Okay.
Meet everybody, Sophie.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave around 12:30. I have to
That's
take.
fine. I just want you to introduce it. It's fine.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Nasita, Asma, Christine, Tuffy, and John.
Yes.
I'm delighted to be
John is Will. His real name is Will.
Will. Okay, Will. I'm delighted to be with you all. A month or 2 months ago, or even longer before that, when Lynn told me she wanted to do an event in December, and when she told me what it was about her young kids and women, I thought to myself it wasn't the right time for this event to take place in December. Because from March 6th to March 17th is the most important days in the calendar in the international community for women and girls.
Good.
It is the meeting of the Commission on the Status of Women. And that takes place again, like from the 6th of March to the 17th of March. It is an occasion where over 6,000 women from all over the world, all continents, in all their splendor, wearing their African traditional outfits, their Indian traditional outfit, their Burmese traditional outfits, whatever. And they're all here proud and with a focus, with a goal to accomplish something. I always thought that this was the best time to do it, but I didn't want to interrupt what Lynn was planning.
You knew more than I did.
This we can put on the UN agenda for the Commission on the Status of Women. As soon as they advertise it, which should be in December or early January, we will put it on their calendar and they will assign us a room and tell us what they need for us to be a part of it, to be listening. Now, the good thing about this is that all of the people, all of the 6,000 persons who traditionally come, they will go to the calendar and they will see what events interest them. And they will check them off from early, and they will register to attend. So I think moving this thing, selecting a date from the 6th to the 17th, one day, and don't forget March 8th, International Women's Day, which falls right in the middle of all of this. So it is the right
definitely
time period for us to do that.
Okay.
And I also, Christine is here, and I wanted to do something with Christine during that period of time to publicize her particular situation in Kenya. It will be a perfect opportunity. So that is what I have to say. And I hope—
Can you just tell me what you just said about Christine? You
No,
wanted to do something?
I had been talking with friends, and I wanted to do an event with Christine during that time period, during the Commission on the Status of Women.
Oh, okay, that's great. We'll take any support. Yeah. Okay, I know you're busy. but I just want you to meet one person, and I'm not going to bother you. You'll hear the rest of the tape later. I want you to meet my friend, unmute Will, my friend Will, who has the name John. And I just want him for 2 minutes to tell, this man does twice as much as I do, and he never takes thanks for it. So Will, in 2 sentences, because Gordon is a very busy man and very, very famous, in two sentences, tell him some of the things that you do.
And Will, do you mind adjusting your
Your
camera?
face, we
I
only see
can
your
only
head.
see the top of above your eyebrows.
Will, pick your head up.
Oh, you can see me? Okay, now I
your
can get
head.
back in my regular seat.
Okay,
Hold on a
just
Your
second.
eyebrows
Will,
above your eyebrows.
okay, Will, tell him what.
Hello.
you do.
Hello there, Will.
Hi. All right, let me get my chair. Hold on a second.
Okay,
All right.
I don't care if you stand, we don't have a lot of time with them. Go ahead.
There we go.
Much
God's
better.
Grace, God's Grace Outreach Ministries is the name of my organization. There's just me. I'm a one-man organization. And what I do is I uplift and guide people in positive ways. That comes out in many forms, from feeding the homeless to helping people in prison with, their daily needs and their spiritual needs. I also reach out internationally and do stuff on that level as well. I've financed people to go to get their training so they can get their passports and things so they can work in other countries and help support their families. I've helped kids work their way through college. Now they're working functioning engineers in Nigeria and Ghana. So those are, in the short term, that's the kind of thing I do. I feed and clothe and uplift people spiritually and mentally.
Okay, thank you. Will, for
That's
that.
fantastic. Fantastic.
He is amazing. After the tape, we're going to be talking a little bit, and I'll send you the whole tape and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, Gordon, thank you once again. I just have one question for you, Gordon. Are we going to have to sit through one of your meetings, or are you all going to all sit through one of ours?
This is your meeting.
Woo!
No.
Okay.
I
no.
also want to know if I can get some kids. I'm trying to get Salamata in, and I'm trying to get, and my Peyton will be there.
Are you
and
talking
if you
about
can-
March?
Yes,
The
if we
event
can
in
get
March?
if we can get some kids from the UN school to,
Get anyone you want, anyone you know.
I want at least,
Wow.
I want 4, I love that man. I want at least 4 children, and I want my brother Sadiq at the meeting if possible.
As long as they're have registered, there could be 1,000. They can come.
Okay, great. Okay, I will talk to you about it. Now go, and thank you so much.
Okay, I never met Lasita nor Asma. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, Asma,
Yeah,
say
you
hello.
met.
Actually, Gordon, we met very briefly when
Yeah.
you first came and talked to Christine, but happy to
yes.
see you again.
Okay,
Nice,
Tofi,
nice
to see
unmute
you.
Asma.
Nice.
Tofi, unmute Asma.
Okay. Doing it.
Okay, I want to tell you about my daughter Asma. I'm only going to talk about her for 5 minutes, maybe 2, because she can say hello herself. My daughter Asma, this is what she told me when I spoke to her about the project that she was doing. I said, Asma, I can't really give you funding because we don't have funding. You know what she said? I come from a rich country. She comes from Oman. I don't need your funding. I said, we fund our kids. These girls, my daughter, she's laughing. My daughter Asma, my daughter Fatam, I went to visit them. I had to be there for her wedding. This one just wanted me to be there for a wedding. I was in Oman twice. And what these girls do in their country, she is no longer a teacher. She's such a wonderful teacher. They made her a staff developer, and she helps other women. She does stuff with her own kids for my grandchildren, for soup kitchens in the street. My other daughter, Fatam, who told me I can't come because I'm very busy, but I will be writing for your next book. And they also write every month for Saving Souls Women's Network. We put out a different book. Lucita also is a part of it. And they also write a couple of pages. Tofik and I were very impressed by Asma's writing.
Very good.
Oh,
Asma.
A
sure.
wonderful mother.
Oh. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, you
An
are.
activist. An
Nice
activist.
meeting you, Asma.
In her own quiet way. My daughter Fatam from Oman, her sister, sort of, she does amazing things. She ran the UN, not the UN, the what was it, Tofik? What was it, Asma, that school? That,
Fulbright.
it was from the American Embassy.
Yes, she worked
Yeah,
with the American
yeah.
Embassy.
Yeah.
She works with the American Embassy. She worked in the college, and she came, Mom and me, when I was there, we did a workshop on globalization in the, between the United States, Mom and Me Across the Sea. That was the title for that one. This workshop is giving so others can be living. Okay, Gordon, thank you.
That
Fantastic.
is, Mom,
Okay,
that is a
everyone.
different.
We
Hi,
love
hi,
you.
everyone.
I'll speak to you soon, Gordon, okay?
Great meeting you all. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Thanks for
Bye,
coming.
Lynn.
Bye.
Bye, Toffee.
Bye.
Good.
Thank you,
Okay, so
sir.
now I'm gonna, now we can unmute.
Yeah.
you. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you why we're here. We have a lot of people who couldn't make it for other reasons. And as I told Christine, we have no funding. But what we will do is we will show video. So Asma, you can really fund yourself. But if you don't
Sorry.
want to come, I know you can't leave your kids. So you can make a video about some of the wonderful things that you do. And we are also, that day, we're going to be live. We're
Okay.
going to be Zoom and Facebook Live.
Okay.
And so that'll be good. But Will will get there and he'll find his own way because God will bring him here because he's a wonderful person. And we'll be there, of course, and we'll be showing videos. I have some other people coming and I want to tell you why I called this meeting. Now that we're going to have all this UN representation, he told me right away he didn't want it in December. I said, it's my conference, not yours. But he said, you're going to go. Then when he called me the other day, Vinod said he couldn't come in December, and I can't do it without Vinod. He's my mentor. So we're like a team. So Vinod is being funded by himself. He gets people in India to fund him because they want him to show. Vinod Bhattacharya does programs, Will, that are Sagamitra, which cleans the water. He started out with 500 children. He now has like 50,000 kids that are cleaning the water and doing, but you will love this man. He's at a meeting for Sagamitra today. He does a project called Sangroon for Saving Souls Women's Network. And what that is, he makes women have a feeling of self-image. In India, the women are very oppressed by their husbands. So he gives them the opportunity to work. Then what they do is they collect all the recycling from their house. They don't go into the street and take people's dirty things. They collect and they teach their children from Sagamitra to not take anything from outside of the house. Sagamitra is taking only your own stuff. They bring it, listen to how that we don't have this. And I try to do this with the last mayor, it didn't work. They brought it to anywhere that they wanted to bring it to. They have a recycling plant that gives them a certain amount of money for everything that they bring. It's wonderful. Lucita can be unmuted now because it's not that formal now. So so what they do is they bring it there and the government pays them. And now that they have so much, I'll send you some information on Sagamitra, you won't believe it. And he will be showing all kinds of slides and everything else. There he is, the man of the hour. Okay, Tuffy, we don't need to show his slides now because we have a lot to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what this stuff. Thank you for showing him. I'm going to tell you what how the meeting is going to go. The meeting is going to go where, of course, Vinod, Gordon, and I will run the meeting, and we'll be introducing people. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. John Will, that you will be speaking because you need to speak. It's also a wonderful way to show our projects and show because you're doing a project that's giving so others can be living. It's a wonderful way to bring business cards, any books that you ever wrote, anything that because we're going to be selling books, but we will have them pre-autographed because I have kids that will sell the books for us, and we have more important things to do than to sell books. They will keep track of everybody's book. And now he said I can get as many kids as I need from the UN. I'm shocked at that one, but that's great. And I'll add my own kids that I have from Lynn's kids, so I have no problem. We'll have the kids. I'm going to get together with them and form some sort of a Lynn's kids dance. Look at these UN meetings are very boring, but I am going to shake up the house. So you'll have nothing but the music, and I'm a little crazy anyway. You know that. We're going to have my so when Will be speaking, we're going to have somebody that I helped in Saving Souls Women's Network. Saving Souls Women's Network has counselors. I was a crisis counselor. My friend Shirley was a counselor and a teacher. I have some friends that are social workers. And through, I want you to hear this, Lucita. I am going to, so I did help somebody's daughter. And unfortunately, because I counseled her, I had a problem with her mother, but that it wasn't the mother's fault. And it wasn't, as a counselor, I really can't deal with her family. I had a concentrated girl. The girl was living in a car for 6 months. My problems with her mother were solved afterwards. I told her, you are my good friend. I don't want you to ask me questions about her. If she's ready to talk to you, you will have to accept this. We stopped talking for a while because she couldn't accept it. But her daughter lived in the, and I love, I love her, Lucita. But she had a real problem because she wanted to take control. She can't take control and ask me to counsel and talk to her about what's going on. That's not what happened. So finally, I needed to take time away from her. And I said, you asked me to help your daughter. I've been trying to do this for 10 years. You want me to do this? Or do you want me to quit and only help you? So she said, I want you to help her. But we had a fight and we didn't, because she didn't stop. I said, I'm taking space from you and that's it. So I stayed away from her for 2 weeks and her daughter said, please, my mother is very sad and I blame myself for all of this. And so I finally said, God asks us to forgive, but we don't forget. And I gave her a list of conditions that we could be friends again, nicely. And she was only too happy to accept them. And now we don't talk every day because I don't want her to get into that. But we talk about other things and we're staying away from the subject. And her daughter will be at the UN. She won't, but her daughter will be at the UN. Because this girl was living in a car for 6 months. Nobody helped this girl. And, but I did counsel her. Even when she was living in a car, she had to talk to me every day and check. And we finally got her mother and I got her into a rehab. And I'm not going to give the story because when you come to the UN, you'll hear the story. But she lost her baby because she had done bad things on her way to a wedding. She took drugs. At the time, she was very heavy in drugs. And her mother stepped in and she took the baby. So her mother saved her life. And I tell her that all the time. And I also tell her that she has to bring the baby to see her mother. That's part of the conditions of my counseling. Because the baby lived with her mother for so many years. Last night, I had a conference call with them just to check in. My usual weekly, I had 2 conference calls. One with the boyfriend and one with her. And Gabby came to tell me she loves me, the baby, on the meeting. And thank you for helping. And that just really got to me. So she will be one of my main speakers. She's going to talk about her saving soul saved her life. And that I have, we've done this for a lot of people. We are going to also have Shirley, because she's doing a lot of counseling. She's going to try to get in. If she can't, she'll do a Zoom presentation. We're going to have, she's doing part of my counseling we started counseling a very dear friend of mine who is my political activist. So if I'm impossible, it's because he trained me. And we were at the White House together. We've been at all the offices together, Chuck Schumer, this one, that one, because we fought for against hydrofracking and against healthcare. He had me lying down in the streets and he had my ex-husband doing honk against healthcare. We really made a difference. And we made a difference with hydrofracking because we got a ban. I was in Albany, I was in Washington with this man. So we're helping him now because he had some terrible things he had to face. If he's cleaned up and ready to go in December, he'll get here. We started a GoFundMe page for him because he went through a very hard time. So we worked on that yesterday. So, and so far, those are the speakers. And at the end of the meeting, I'm going to ask Asma will be doing a presentation, a video. And my daughter Fatima will send a video because they can't come in. And it's understandable. One has kids and the other one has health issues. Vinod will be in and he'll talk about his stuff. And everybody else that has to come in will come in. We're going to end the presentation. I'm not going to go into every single person, but I'm going to get some people that we helped. I'm going to have my kids, Lynn's kids, talk about, and we'll show some Lynn's kids videos to see if the thing is, regular. George Hagler, who should have been here, he probably overslept. He's a wonderful man, but he's very bad at punctuality. He's going to talk about the wonderful things he does with his mission. You will love this man, and he will be at the meeting standing next to me Because George, just between us, we're not sending this video to anybody but Gordon and the people that are here, Tofi. Because if they couldn't get here, I'm not sending them the video. That's it. George Hagel was almost homeless, and I got him a job with the public advocate because I was volunteering, but he got a paid job as a social worker. And what this man made of his life, he is out there helping jails. He goes into Rikers and all these other places to counsel people. He's in soup kitchens all the time. He and I do a lot of projects together. He is by far the most wonderful person I ever met. And getting that job was just by far the most wonderful thing that they could possibly do. So he will be there. He'll be talking with me. And we're going to be talking about a lot of projects we do together. And he sponsors shelters. He goes into shelters. He reads to kids. I mean, the man is like unbelievable. So he will be there. Where you're gonna be in heaven, Lord, because these people are just like you.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a wonderful couple who both have the flu today. That's why they're not here. And Tofik and I, the four of us, are going to do with how you can have a successful marriage with different religions and coming from across the sea. So we're going to end the program with, and this woman got married to this guy. She was just like all over the place because she had cancer 3 times too. I'm lucky. This is only number 2. She is a remarkable person. Despite the cancer, she got infected. She certainly liked my cancer mentor. She is going to be there and talk about how she met him in Pakistan while she was doing relief work with people. This is after a double mastectomy, which I don't have to have. This is after a double mastectomy. She wanted to help people around the world. So she went to Pakistan. She worked in a soup kitchen there that they formed. She met this man. He also did wonderful things. And the two of them fell in love. It was the same thing as Tofik and I. She came home and she had to get him here. It was hard because she was very sick at the time. And she finally got him here. And it's a beautiful story. And it could just show once again that you can bridge the cultural gaps like Tofi and I. Now, at the end, so Tofik is also going to talk about his experience in coming to America. He is also going to talk, the man is the most, how can I put it, the talented man I know. I mean, he does the videoing for Lynn's kids. Well, he's going to give us a, thank you, honey. He's going to give us the website tour. And like I said, even if you're there in Zoom, Lisita, it doesn't matter because you can see the whole thing.
Yeah, our broadcast, all the events.
And maybe, you know what, Lisita, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Can you, Lisita, unmute yourself? You don't need to be muted now.
Okay.
Great idea is maybe when you're talking, you can put some of your artwork in the background and what it does in saving souls. And maybe you could say a few words about saving souls.
Okay.
I think that would be a good way of not being here, but at the same time of showing how much you really do. Lisita is also, why Lisita is special to me, not because of what I'm going to say now, but because she's just an unbelievably wonderful person. She's a sponsor of Lynn's Kids. She gives a donation every month. So she's just an exceptionally wonderful person. And you can unmute Asma, Tofik.
Yes.
Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Maybe she, okay. Assam?
Mom, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
you can
go
leave the
ahead.
meeting now. I know you have to take care of your kids and I know that you're late and it's tired. You can go now. You said what you had to say and I'm glad you were here. I love you.
You said it all, Mom. You said it all.
I haven't even started, honey. You know me better than that.
Yeah,
Patam
no,
is here.
yeah.
Patam.
Patam
He's
is here.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Tom is
yeah.
here, wait. Oh, and here
That's
she comes,
fantastic.
the Omani Rose.
She's there.
Okay,
Our
let me
sister
introduce
Fatam.
you.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
let me introduce you to my daughter Fatam. And she is like another, Asma is a educational genius. But Fatam from Oman is, so I'll tell you, unfortunately, she has my genes. She doesn't stop working. Whenever I talk to her, you expect me to come to your meetings? Mom, I can't come to your meetings. I work, you know, so like I'm playing, but you know, that's the way she is. She's just absolutely, I am so proud of both of these girls. And when I came to Oman, I stayed with her. Are you there for Tom or are you dead?
Yes,
Hello,
hi
Tom.
everybody.
Okay. You missed a few, Gordon, but that's okay. That's not important. For Tom,
I'm so sorry to be late because I'm still driving in the car, so I
I'm
can't open the
I'm
camera.
thankful that you gave me the time to show up. For Tom,
Okay.
also, I know she cannot be coming in this year for health reasons, but she will be doing a video present. Listen carefully and don't tell me I'm not. She'll be doing a video presentation of some of the wonderful things that she does, like giving, like for the food holidays, she makes up bags. Can you just tell us a little bit about your the project where you filled those things with food? I love it.
Hi everybody, and thank you so much, Mom, to invite me for this meeting. And sorry again because I'm still driving
It's
in the
fine.
way.
I'm just thankful to see you. How about that?
Thank you so much. What we have done, actually, we are doing so many things, and just we are trying to make others happy, giving helping hands, raising up and inspiring others about humanity. We work very, very hard to inspire our kids, our adults, even elders, that we are human, all of us, and we must help each other. It is not a matter of the color of the skin. It is not a matter of your lifestyle, not a matter even if you're religious. It is a matter of people, and we have to help each other. So we start with feeding minds as Mom Lynn. She inspired
Feeding
us, and just
hunger.
yes, and just we spread the idea with everyone. We make it for the holidays, and for Ramadan we make around more than 500 every day like meals, and we distribute it for everyone, either they are Omanis or not Omanis, people who are in need. We distribute school bags for inside Oman and outside Oman for kids who are in need, and also we cooperate with some organizations for helping these people, especially in Africa, Zanzibar, Kenya, Ghana, Samuel. Other things, we make a winter gift, which is in progress now. We are preparing some jackets with gloves, with caps, mixed with wool, for blind kids, people who can see. We have special and private institute here in Oman and in Yemen. So we are preparing for them to make it as a gift for winter, especially in December and January. We don't have that much cold as you have it, but at least it is cold. They feel it as children.
Beautiful.
Then we have also blankets for workers who are here in Oman. We can see them everywhere, and they are not able to buy these blankets for this winter time. So we distribute it also for them. We are trying to help poor families or families who are in need. We call them in Arabic, like we have social association who can help them, but still they can't cover everything. So we pay for them sometimes the electricity bills, water bills, sometimes their insurance, sometimes their medicine if they are in private school, private hospitals. And nowadays we just give them some lectures and inspire them with the idea that you need to help yourself instead of just depending on us. And we did it actually. Instead of 90 families we are supporting,
Wow.
now we have only 30. The other
Wow.
60, they depends on themselves. Now they become
Wow.
protective families. For example, we have a family, they have very talented lady in designing some dresses. So we bring for her the fiber, the materials, even the machine, how she can make that things. Now she's selling her production. We are proud of her.
Right.
Another two, they are very talented in cooking. Also, we bring for them the materials that they need. They start cooking and they distribute it. And now they have their own cafe for Omani delicious foods and sweets. So we just tell every family that it is time to raise up, to depend on yourself. We are going to give you, for example, the basics, how you can start. But you can't depend on us every time, and this will make you lazy and will make you late. Yeah.
Okay,
Some
Mr.
places.
Tom, you want to tell them a little bit, just a few minutes about what at the workshop we put on when we were not finding you a man, but the workshop that we put on at the college. The workshop that we put on, her mother asked me to find her a man. Her mother doesn't speak a word of English, and she said she had the son who did speak. I said, you're living in Oman, why don't you find her a man? She doesn't listen to me, she'll listen to you. I'm not even going to tell you the story and how it turned out. It was a riot. But I am going to ask for Tom to talk about a little bit about what we did together at the American
And the
Embassy
school.
School
And even in the school when you come to visit Oman.
that.
Yeah.
Actually, mom, she visited us, and the class that I have, they were most of them, we can't say middle, weak students. They were average students, middle, intermediate level in English. They were so upset that their English is not perfect. Just I was supporting them and motivating them. Let's work together. And then I told them, if you got the high marks, at least like 25 up of 30, most of you, I will bring a surprise for you. They said, what is the surprise? I told them I will bring a native speaker in English, and she is my mom, and she is. They were like, you are kidding with us. I said, just do it in the exam, and then you will see. You can't believe. Most of them, they were not 25. They were from 26 to 30, and they were 30 students. So just my mom, when she came, she made it in the school. Even when she was talking in the school assembly, we have 1,500 students. All of them, they are grade 11 and 12. She was inspiring them a lot about learning, and she tell them about our story when we were in New York. We were a little bit lazy with her. She was faster than us.
They couldn't
And
walk the two girls across the Brooklyn Bridge. I was 2 miles ahead of them. I was at the
we
end.
don't use to walk. We are not walking. We are using cars more than walking.
I
We have
know, you
skills
need to
to walk,
exercise.
but we don't have.
I'll improve your health. Go ahead.
So she made that day, and even when she entered the class, it was only my class, so my students were teasing other students, the native speakers in our class. They were making for her. The class is distribute for 5 groups, so they distribute each group to represent Omani culture for my mom. A group represent Omani food,
Wonderful.
another group talk about their progress
I'll
in
never
English.
forget that day as long as I live.
Yeah, and even they tried to talk to her. They were very surprised, shy, and motivated. So just
We
it
got
was
them out.
very, yeah, it was very, very great day. And then the workshop that she did it also with the teachers about interactive teaching, and even she
Not
told
to
them
make
that
one thing.
she was just telling them and being proud of me and my sister Asma, how she inspired
Wonderful.
us, and how just she made us as she was looking for. And it is time to tell everyone, and I'm always telling everyone that she is the one who make us super teachers with her inspiration.
You were born a super teacher. Don't give me credit. What she's saying is that she came to the United States, and she did. I'm going to ask Tofik, not now, but I'm going to ask you to send Will the video of what she did with the kids when she came to my school. Well, I told them that 3 weeks before I had visitors from Japan that I was working with. I work in a cultural program, Lynn's from Lynn's Kids, and it's called Cultural Bridges. And my daughter Asma is the one who inspired me, because she had done something like this before with an iron group. And yes, definitely, Lasita, you're going to send it to Lasita too. Tofik, so that's your job.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they came to my school, and these were kids who, they were all African American. They were not, they were West Indian. They weren't poor. A lot of them were very poor, but most of them weren't. They were West Indian parents. I loved it. Nobody wanted to walk into that neighborhood. I loved teaching there. I taught there for 30 years. And then when I came back, they closed the library because they said they couldn't go after me. They couldn't pay anybody.
Mhm.
So when I decided to go back, they paid me $135, paid me for so many years. And I learned. I was a gifted teacher, the first gifted teacher in the school. I was a second library teacher in the school. And I went back to the annex because I got to the main building because the annex was paying for a library teacher. The main building, they closed that beautiful library that I had set up and it killed me. I said, I'm giving you my time for the years that 135 gave me. I came in there 3 days a week, did not get paid, but I had these kids writing books and doing things about activism. And I had them marching in the thing, holding signs about treating everybody the same way, no matter about the color of your skin. And we'll send some things about that too. And because it's not about the color of your skin, it's about the heart you have within. And that's what Fatam is all about in asthma. Now, asthma, Fatam came to my school and she came with, because, you know, the women there, and so she came with a wonderful videographer.
Hello, Rahili. I'm just
Okay.
calling you to.
Okay, she's not feeling good, Sophie, and we don't need to hear this.
Okay, okay. I
So
will
she,
send the recording.
Okay, so
Have a good day.
She came to the school with Hayan, who was a videographer who I fell in love with right away because he was just a wonderful person. And they came to my school and they did a thing for the kids. And this, you have to see this video. I can't talk about it, and I don't want to show it on here. Absolutely amazing video that he took, but it was a labor of love. When they work with my kids, we have this cultural bridges thing. They bought a big package, and they had clothing, Omani clothing, books about Oman, cookies from. What else did you bring in, Fatam? Because you brought so many good things.
Yeah, I make some food, cookies with a biscuit, and even I bring the frankincense that makes the smell for the weather. And the things that touched my heart when I asked students, what do you think about this visit? They said, you invite us to a new part of the world. And one of the students, she said that today I have a story to tell my mom about, which is Oman and you as a teacher here. They wrote a lot of letters and messages that I still keep them with me because really they touch my heart. And it was for them, even for them, it was the first time to see someone from Middle East, and even they were asking about my clothes because I was covering my head. It was a surprise for them. Then they thought that they were telling me that we thought you are not like, I don't want to say the word, but they said that we thought that you are bad people because of the media. I said, no, we are here.
And everything.
Yeah, we are here to tell you that we are just united. We are together. And even they asked me, how did you learn English? Because we thought you don't know how to speak English. I said, no, we speak English. And even they got the word that, which is when we start greeting in Arabic, we say Assalamu alaikum. All the students were telling this after I taught them how to say it. And even they were so happy when they know the meaning of it. It means peace upon you. Assalamu alaikum. And then peace upon you again. So they were very happy. And I was also very, very happy. Then after this school, we were in UN also doing the same thing. Then we went to Washington Jefferson University in Pennsylvania. Also, it was the same mission, just sharing our culture, sharing our language, even our ethics, because most of people, they know a little bit about us, but we were the real models that we have tolerance, we are friendly, we are cooperative with each other. Even I told them that I have an American mom. They said, how it comes? I said, just it comes. We made it.
She was also, she's a Fulbright. She doesn't talk about the things she's done. She was also a Fulbright. She went to different areas and she always helped. And whenever Fatam came in, she made friends because people love her. She is one of the hardest workers I know. And she inspires my children. They wore this headgear from Oman. Do you remember when you put that on them?
Yes,
and they were
yeah.
so proud. I look at that video at least once a week. They were so proud of themselves.
I tried to share the video now, but the connection is not.
No. That's why I said if you can
so
send.
I will send to Brother Will.
Sita and John. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've really taken up a lot of your time, but that's what the meeting is going to be all about. We're going to have representatives who work with Lynn's kids.
Yeah.
Like Roy, who works with Sensibility, he's working today. We are going to have people like George Hagler, and he had
Okay.
something that he had to do at his church today. We're going to have people that you're going to meet that you're not going to believe how wonderful they truly are.
Yeah.
And we're going to end it up with the two married couples from across the sea,
Mhm.
showing that brotherhood and love. If you break the cultural gaps, I wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for Tofik. Tofik has, for the first bout of cancer, I was very sick. This, they're giving me immunotherapy, and I'm hyper than I ever was. So, like he said, Vinod said, I can't imagine you any hyper than you normally are. I said, wait till you see it. So this is much easier for me. It's much stronger, but because of the immunotherapy, it's like I'm ready to fly around the house. I'm up all night writing and doing my thing and arranging meetings. So I'm feeling really, really not bad. The first time, without this man, I wouldn't have made it the first time. I was sick every day. He's still at the beginning of this, the immunotherapy. It took 2 times to get me to be like this. And he was there for me. He didn't walk out of the house. He comes with me. I love Tofik from the minute I met him because of his kind heart, but he comes with me to every chemo. I told him you don't have to, because there was a time, the first chemo session was during COVID, so he wasn't allowed. They didn't have any, unless people were were in a wheelchair. You were not allowed to bring anybody with you. And I wasn't. I was walking. I was sick. I had that. I had chemo and I had radiation, which killed me. But he couldn't come for that either because it was during the first one. This time, I really could handle it myself, but he's just the trooper. He loves his wife, and he is the reason I'm alive today. Because the first time, I would never have gotten through the first time without this wonderful, wonderful man who also runs, wait till you see the website, a marvelous website. He's the only man who shows up every Monday. Lucita's going to smile for Saving Souls Women's Network in support of his wife. He is just the best gift I ever got from God. And I have to say it because you deserve to hear it. He's a published author who writes, his writing is wonderful. He is a video, if you ever need anybody to do a video of your the things that you do, you won't charge, Will, because you are somebody who is so gifted and gives so much to the world. I never charge people who give to the world. I only charge people who give for themselves. You know, I never charge people who give back, because we're all doing God's work here. We're all here to help everybody else. For Tom and Assam,
Yes.
I know it's late for you, and I'm very grateful that you came. I want you both to shoot a little video about some of the stuff that you do and how Lynn's kids changed your life. Only it doesn't be a long one. And we're going to be live that day, so you can watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to show your video for Tom.
Sure.
Not walking over the Brooklyn Bridge, or when your mother asked me to find your husband.
I will.
Yeah,
I
by
will
the
do
way,
my best.
Okay.
I will do my
way,
best. I will gather everything
Yeah.
that we have and make it
I know
as
you
a
will.
video, even with some short comments, so that everyone will know where was this and what was this and like this.
What-
And I'll
She
send
works
it
like
for
a-
you, inshallah, as soon as I can.
She has.
Fatam, you could gather the work together. Hi, Fatam. how are you?
Wonderful. I love that, Asma.
Yeah. Yes, we could like make one big video for Oman, like what we
Sure.
do
She's
here.
amazing.
Sure,
What this
please.
girl does is she's the one that started the culture.
You know what? I can help you mix in this video with the professional way. So you can just collect all the videos
Wonderful.
and pics, and they can send you back to check it, and you send it again so we can put it on
Wonderful.
the event.
Okay,
online.
that's great. That's
Okay.
great.
And another thing I want to say to
My
the,
pleasure, Fatam.
we're going to also, it's going to be live. I just told Lucita, because I
Yeah.
understand people, Fatam
Yeah.
can't come in because of her health. Asma has children. She has a lot of children. And she has a lot of work. So I don't want
She is a mother. She has the right
She's a
to have
wonderful,
even
and she
11
takes care of her
kids.
family, her husband. She takes care of her. She's just a wonderful human
Oh
being.
my God. Oh
I'm
my
very
God.
proud of
Though-
both of the girls, but she will.
Oh, we can hear the baby.
Oh,
Yes,
Asma,
she's
I have a
awake.
question.
Yeah.
January, we're starting, like I have nothing else to do. LK ambassadors and Mohammed Hassim's kids will be there. And
From Bangladesh. Mohammed Hassim is from Bangladesh.
okay, she knows who he is.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to Will. Will,
He's a
first
wonderful.
time here.
His kids are going to be my student representatives from.
Yeah.
They'll be talking to students from all over the world. From
Yeah.
Bangladesh, we have people from India. We have this all going. This is going around the whole world. We have different representatives who are going to be talking to children about how they really are the same, even if they live in different countries, breaking cultural gap. I was wondering, Asma, if Adam could be one of the representatives.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mom. His English isn't that good.
Hey, it's not about English. You should hear these kids. I just want him to smile, look good, and you can be with him and tell him about. I'm not
The
asking
video?
you-
You
We're
want
not
to
an encyclopedia. We're being regular. Give it up, Asma. You don't have a choice. You just have him sit there, and we could even put you. I know you can't do the girls, but he could sit
Yeah.
there, and I will. He doesn't have to really say very much. I just want an Omani ambassador. I want it to be my grandson. This is not optional.
Good.
And as far as you,
Lasita want to leave. She has another meeting.
okay, that's fine. Lasita, we will send you the rest of the tape, and you'll hear everything.
Yeah.
I love you. I'll see you Monday.
And I will send you the last.
And
Oh
these are
my God! Look at-
beautiful.
look
And
at-
Lasita, when we talk, Lasita does all kinds of
Yeah,
design. I inspire
yeah.
her
Look
to
at
do art.
that.
This was one of them.
When
And
Zoom
then
comes, you're going to remember.
now I
that.
do it with pen too. So,
Wow!
Wow.
Professional.
Wonderful.
She's something else.
So
Okay,
beautiful.
so before we close this meeting, Lasita, you can go, and I'll see you on Monday. Before we close this meeting, I want to thank everybody for coming. And for Tom, can you get us a representative also? I'd like 2 representatives from Oman. Is it possible?
You need a kid?
I need a kid, a young adult. It can be anywhere up to 21.
Okay, fine. I can do it.
Of course.
Okay,
you can.
Lynn, before leaving, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We wanna, our brother will speak maybe for 5 minutes about what he does exactly, because
course.
till now,
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't mind, we will let our brother Will say something about his activities and
Sure.
himself.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Go ahead,
brother.
Will.
Go ahead.
You want the nuts and bolts, huh? Well, it consists of whatever.
Asma and Fatam didn't hear what you said in the beginning, so you can be repeating that.
Yeah, that's why I asked this. Okay.
Well, the nuts and bolts of the situation is to uplift and guide my brothers and sisters, no matter where they are. Of course, I work locally here. I do toy drives. I donate to various cancer and health issues. I feed the homeless by myself and donate to other organizations that do the same sort of thing. One of the ways I help finance my outreach projects is by gathering recycling from the streets and around and in my home. And I turn that in for cash, and I'm able to make donations or buy things and make merchandise to others. Those are some of the things I do. In my daily prayers, I pray for everybody. It all starts there for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I move out from there on the world, whether it's clothing or food or information about social services locally, or I connect them to some senator or representative who handles that sort of thing. Those are the kind of things I do.
Wonderful.
Yeah, great. So don't forget, you are
let me tell you
invited.
something- girls, let me
Yeah.
tell you something about Will. He
Yeah.
is like Mom. He doesn't ask for any credit. He doesn't take credit. He doesn't get
Never.
on there and say
Never.
the things that he does. He just does this to help the world. Just like Christine Yakama. I feel very highly about her. And Christine, I am not giving up on asking Gordon to fund you, but I didn't want to say that, I don't think he can fund you, but if he
Okay,
can't,
Fatam, you can go.
you'll
Fatam.
just be, okay,
Okay.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
If it's, I don't think that he has that funding, and I certainly don't. Okay, Fatam, thank you. I'm thanking everybody.
Okay, bye-bye. Just drive slow.
Uh,
Bye-bye.
right. Anybody who's
Yeah,
at this meeting will
leaving
get the tape.
I'm leaving too, Mom. Love you
Okay.
all.
Okay, okay,
Love you.
Hassan.
I love you
Okay,
both.
love you.
Anybody who can get the tape, who was at this meeting, you're not sending it to anybody else, Toby. Only the people who
Yes,
took
yeah.
on. That's it.
Early riser first. Early riser first. Early
That's right.
risers first.
We could be there after I've been working since 2 o'clock in the morning, and then so could everybody else. I mean, you
No,
know,
I mean, I will send only to people who are here.
of course,
That's
honey,
it.
because I know you're very good-hearted.
You know what? You know what, brother? You know what, brother Will?
What?
You are sparkling. Your
Oh,
heart
He's the
reflects
best
your
person I
face.
know. What do you mean he's not?
You look,
Hard work.
I'm not praising you. I'm not, I
We can-
never,
I can-
you know, but your face reflects your heart.
The work that
I'm
you do.
glad,
I
I'm
know
glad
those
to have
famous
you
people.
as brother. Yeah, I'm glad to have you.
likewise.
And you know what? If you could come to the event, come.
He's coming
and
to the
taste-
event. It's not
Oh,
optional.
great. So come and taste my Moroccan dishes. You will eat your fingers.
Of course, he's going to
No, wait a minute.
And,
Which
no
event?
way.
I thought it was happening in March. Is that one happening in December?
Yeah.
No, we're
in
having it in March.
It was
Women's
postponed.
History.
Oh, okay, all right.
We're going to have, you will know as soon as I know the first date.
Yeah.
We will be there probably. And then after, I
Yeah.
just want you to know that a day after, get ready to be with me because people don't know how crazy I am. A day after, this cancel lady is scheduling a rally against the Iranian embassy.
Yeah.
We're going to rally against the terrible things that they did. And Gordon knows, he said, just not to do it the same day of the presentation.
You know
Look,
what's Will? This beloved lady,
Not till after chemo.
this beloved lady is a bomb machine. She can launch missiles and weapons of love to everyone.
How dare
And
they
she doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. I can't go. I can't follow her. She
And then
always tells
the day
me.
afterwards, we'll
I-
go against abortion too. We will not be
Always,
sitting, and you'll be
she always-
exhausted by the time you come home.
Yeah. She always
deal with
accused
slow
me
people.
of. She always accused of being slow.
He's
I
very,
am slow. And guess what?
What?
She told. I said you are faster than the light speed light. So I'm from a country, Morocco, where we are quite slow. But since I came here, I changed it, and she just told me go fast. But at the same, yeah. At
I'm
the same
teaching him,
time,
he's
she
getting a
told me,
lot better.
you should be. She told me you should be a New York minute.
Now he's
1
getting
minute,
better. It's
New
not a New
York.
York minute, it's still like a New York 30 minutes, but we're getting there. That's the goal. When Vinod left
Yeah.
New York after his last
Yeah.
trip, he does it. Vinod works harder than we do. When he left New
Yeah.
York, what he did was when he left New York, he was so exhausted. I think he
Vinod
forgot to get home.
is the mentor of Lynn. He's from India.
From our global mentoring, and my other mentor
Oh, okay.
is
Yeah.
the people. I have a lot of people that mentored me along the way, and I'm very
Yeah.
thankful for each and every one of them. And Vinod, I have the most because the projects that he does are wonderful. Okay, Will, I don't want to keep you any longer. I think
Okay.
you're long enough, and your visit is not optional. You get
Yeah. Well, please, Lynn. Well, make a
What?
prayer. Quick
you do
quick
the
prayer
prayer.
for
I
Lynn.
had enough prayers. Go ahead.
Well, do a quick prayer for my Lynn. Go ahead.
May the God of light and love reach out and touch you, uplift your spirits within and without. May he raise you up and heal all your aches and pains from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
brother.
honey. We love
Thank
you.
you,
We'll see
brother.
you soon.
Okay.
Get ready. You better
Yeah,
start
bye-bye.
resting now
Bye-bye.
till March, but you'll never be able to rest after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
bye,
bring it-
honey. Thanks for everything you do.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bring your fingers.
Pick your finger.
Okay.
He's only interested in feeding you. I'm interested in working you. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Love you. Bye,
Love you
brother.
guys too. Ah, I
Love you.
love
Bye-bye.
birds.